And that is a unique day. So customer service week is coming up next week. Now, every when customer service week comes, ubehunu say na enkrofo bebre are doing different things, especially the banks, the financial institutions. Wobako hono then they are receiving customers differently, just so that ubehunu say this week no or that particular week no ye twist ho ediama customers. And I want to enlighten you on what customer service is, customer excellence, because for a long time now we have moved away from customer service, just giving the person, a service, to giving the person an excellent service, to giving the person an experience. Because it is difficult for us to pop money in the first place. See, difficult. And so obi babe to now we need kwan papa so edi related with the person. Wonni kwan papa so edi money pani feel say ni sika na we na sebio money feel say we then you have a big problem. Enkofo bebre wa okoto ade wo mo wa ejuma ne ye ne dia na nso emu na nanim ono an oton ade no na nso emu na nanim na maybe say let's just unpack this thing, and then I'm giving you tips on customer excellence. Kwan ya obefa so a obetreat with customers, kwan ya obefa so I believe say yetiase a eya niam bebre ho a yentiase enti ye no biara but say wotiase a you will get enough money. Share. You can be on a stretch of people selling tomatoes, but won kwa na de bia obi abeba ho. You be feel say do na we use, but no, it's because your customer service is excellent. Into ahead of customer service week, me pesa me mau a few tips. What customer service and customer service and what it means, and some of the tips you can take away. And then so we'll be here from beginning to end. And I went to me in Tiempo. Now call back on Facebook and watch it and use it in your business. I assure you, completely something different will be happening in your business. Internet a customer tips on the Money Hub with Cassandra. Obibe bisa say ye say customer service. What does it mean? Now, customer service is all about providing customers with what they need. Now, in Pempino, and this is how I want you to look at customer service. Ye customer service ye kwanya wo fa so a wodi treat omo mba beto ade a wo ton no. Omo whether it's a product na wo ton wana say it's a service na wo ton. Nipa obeba beto no kwanya obefa so a wode be hwaahwa no. Kwanya wode befa so a wode be gye no. Kwanya obefa so a wode be treat no while our auto any afterwards. And only a friend customer service. And I say you are graduating na customer excellence. But other people call it an experience. So woman nipa an experience it was senya okwa or sign eba. Into the increase that volume while you're on your way to you're on your way home. Increase that volume. This is going for womo ye omo ejuma. Ni omo ye obi nso ejuma. Because we obi ejuma every time me say the employees in any institution become the first customers. It's easy for you to think so yeah ejuma customers here ni omo ba beto ade we you and be employ our services. But I tell you, the first point of customers are as a corporate institutions, employees are ejuma edemau. They are your first customers. If you understand it that way, now what person transfer the same experience edema clients are, you will first of all treat them exactly the way you want them to treat your clients. It's the same way a woman so woman de bema clients. Now my member juma. There are two things. Either say one kasa you engage with the clients. And there were two types of people. Ye were more or no ejuma ni ye dia. Now so treat ejuma nti se sebiu e yubidia. Wakwa wo bisa say na ma me mpacho ade ye de na ne buefu se wo bisa say yesen. Why? Ne buefu or te shop na no from anapatu enumre ne wemu na nenim. Obi beka se sa na menim tie. Oboa. Enye sa na wenim tie. E lack of knowledge. Because enka wo knowledge na nka wo behunu say nipa ode 1 cent ba no. Sa 1 cent na wo boaboa no a ode ye millionaire. If that person is the one coming to make you a millionaire, how come you don't smile at the person? And I think so you wo omo ye omo adwuma ba obi foforo na ebia oton e de amano ana self-employed, but then odi obi na atena shop na no ana enkrofo ne pamo ade ne mano ana enkrofo ne ton ade ne mano. Maybe sasa how do you treat them And like I'm saying, and then consider those that work for you as your first client or your first point of contact and your first customer. So our first customer, the way you treat them is exactly the way they are going to treat your customers. What's your CSR? It will change the way things are done in your business. Now, you can say customer service. Customer service is providing customers with what they want. In terms of Mpempino, your business, and we do it the way we want it. Obi wo hɔ a n'ani na gye pink ho. Enti shop ho nyinaa wa yɛ ne pink. And I say ade aduane a ɔyɛ ni nyinaa we design ne pink just because ɔno or enjoy pink. Obi wo hɔ a or enjoy sobolo. Enti instead of say obe stocking more of pineapple, which is what customers want, no, ɔno ne shop no or selling you no ope. And that is why the business is not going on. Customer service is all about the customer. Ain't na before we be your business simple. And now before we be your bibi, research is very important. You can't research it. You can't say kokofa you be no mametro be no me and no when you get there. When we talk about research, we're talking about simply asking questions. Satia mi toni send amo peno. Eya open pink and eya open black. Now those information are wunya wo customers no. That is what helps you to upgrade the business. And on a bow, and when you say, Adia me to grano, and grofo pe and grofo mpe. But you know, many a times, and I say, yeah, in pempino, yam penocre, because we might be hurt by the truth. It's because we might be hurt by the truth. We either not do it, and we don't take the information. And customers, customers, you can never satisfy them. Listen, obi mfani sika embe to bibi na on diakoshi. The person, nyodini sika on sweat air tono. Listen to what the person is saying. Yam tie sika enkoto ade ni endia koshi was ade no ho. Eye, enye. Yes, there are one or two customers on the oyo complain na sa na womotie, but that is not the norm. The norm is that obi ka chose ade enchini wo mu kakra ana ade asenka wo ye ni say yanka mepa. Those are the kind of information, make us a research, the kind of information that we hear to advance the business. Into what your business, and that's who you be whatever service and a product that you are into. Make sure, say, would you a customer no? You know what's idea me to Tama me de point, a suit you or moana. Tama me de a suit you or moana. Not because say, would copim 10 a.m. Me, I just enjoy me, I don't wake up early. 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 E be a product I want on brodo niti na what on. E yana pan and grofonum. Ghana yenum tea area. Into whatever it is that you're selling, ya anapa around a certain time and anka ubenya market. But because you're running the business on your own sentiment, say media me pana jujumo, media me pay you, media. So then it's about you. It's not about the customer. And if you're running a business about you yourself and not about the customer, it's just a matter of time. What do you want last system name? We will just see you go down because it's about you. Send your open time I open so will be. Yema any feedback be a wompe customer with your complaining to. There are people who want better fruit, they be na fruit no or the kwa apro or the bar wompe so obeji. So it's about you. What you want, it's about you. It's about what you say and nobody else. Then you're wasting your time. Because listen, we are getting into an era where it's getting hard and hard. See, can before you benya sentinel. Na ya bre into see the baba beto ade wo ho. Na wa wo ma ye ninje. Wa wo ma ye feel say me asike ya me de to ade kramp no you know say eye din see be yi say scan out into see yi sa sent ne ba na ye de papa to ade. Listen to us as customers. Now customer service is also about offering consistent levels of service. Obi wo ho a ene or you cold or china or you hot. Consistency ni ho. Ene obi be 8 o'clock or china obi be 10 o'clock or chinichi obi be 11 o'clock. There is no consistency in the business. And now we kono ho or china no ni ho. Let me give you an example. I had a barber piana where I cut my hair adenta. One moment or another moment when you won't sign consistency ni ho. The client doesn't have a bond with the company and a bond with Adiawoye because consistency in him. Or be now with prayer camp say radie, but there is no consistency. when you're serious with idea way. And same with those of us who are employees working for employers. And they'll be jumantem or china won't jumantem a baby basa and the client the bar when yaji or chinichi bebana. But let me give a big shout out and credit to the front desk to the front desk lady here at Global Media Alliance, Sweetie. She always has a smile. You will go and come back again and again. And dear, like I can beat my chest. Oh, person will try. Come to this premises. She always has a smile, and it's a consistent smile. And this is someone who will go somewhere. This is someone who is already somewhere and will keep going up. Why? Because she understands her office. Perhaps it is not her nature to be smiling every time, but the job requires. So I'll be smiling every time. The job requires that she is consistent. There are times when Coco Benz comes to leave, coconut water for Sweetie. She will call me, Coco Benz, Mediama Security. She's consistent and she will give you feedback. Now that is customer service. She even goes to the extent of giving you the excellence. I don't know where she was. I don't know how they handpicked her, but I promise you, she's an example for front office, officers in Ghana, and they need to come and learn. This is already a free advert by and your advert, so it's a truth. Oh, baby, and the stuff about Bisia, how to be front desk officers for Mobra, this premises, ETV premises, Happy FM premises, and ask for Sweetie. You will see. Oh, Pekrampa, don't ask. You will see what I'm talking about. The first person you meet at the desk, the smiler or the pay receive you will see. Consistency is very, very important. I think the satisfied and delighted customers will come back. Let me tell you something. About a customer service, sometimes the price doesn't matter. In selling a product and a service, you might think, say, the price matters. But I promise you, the price doesn't matter if customer receives an excellent service. The price doesn't matter. You can go and come back and go and come back and go. Why? Because there's this beautiful lady and as there's this beautiful person. I will be do office hono. It keeps you coming back. And you spend the money without knowing what spend this. That is customer excellence. We spend this without knowing what spending. All because of the kind of experience that you get from that person. That is what makes you know. To me, you two products. Baku cheap, baku expensive. But people decide to go to the expensive one. Have you noticed, there is a cheaper one? Why do you go to the expensive one? And to get money is a very difficult one. Now, so you choose to do your hair in a certain place. And now you choose to buy your bread. Baby. Why? You do that because of the kind of service you get from that place. So it is very important. When you give that excellent service, Nipano will keep coming back without thinking of the money. The price goes up. The price is increased, but nobody really cares. Why? Because of the kind of experience we get when we come there. Now, the other important thing about customer service is that when customers are dissatisfied, they will not come back. So we customers ebufua won't back. Now, this is how I look at it. Let me just put it this way. Say, who your business? You want to make money. Now, who pesa unye sika? Who throw away woman this cabebano and for so bang and so what sense bang the womb? Because who be a business who call a juma so that you can get more business. But then woman the business they are the same people who hear everything to make sure that you sack them. What nyansa bang in the womb? Bisa and this way and rocket science and no amount of prayer is going to help you if your customer service is not good. The customer service is very key. Now let's go to customer service principles. In order for you, from everything I have said, you've decided, say, from Ochina Kono, you will take it a notch up. You will go to the extent of giving great customer service and our excellent customer service to omo product and I say omo omo patronize it with services. Let me show you what the principles are and what say should be in place for you to have it right. The first one is speed. Obi baba na ade we de this lackadaisical attitude de mehu pa we krom ha Ghana menim say whether there is no sense of urgency menim ne ekoso obetumi wedu nipa na ade no ho a wo kwakoto nyadoa no na afi na odrage ne ho asafi no hye ne mpaboa oti ade no ho na afi na obeda ne ho kakra. Speed is a very critical principle in customer excellence. So what per se enkofo ko na wo musa ba na wo mko na wo musa ba wo mo ba beto wade a do it with speed. Stand up with speed. Treat it with urgency. Ye ba beto wade a, how do you stand up or how do you quickly grab? Eto de bia customer make inquiry, be quick with it. Sometimes you need to understand your product to be able to deliver with speed. Because it will be something about it. You need to know your product so well. You need to know your service now we're providing so well to be able to deliver it with speed. And you're fina, but let me tell you something. It would be a your business. Now you'll be at one. And the way the time you come to work, the way you are lackadaisical when you have to serve somebody, the same way na wouldn't know one was how you tell and I say sales assistant now wouldn't have to sa pepe no no treat customers. But who as madam, who as employee, if you are doing the right thing, you treat customers with urgency, with the speed and you make sure that speed is a very, very important thing in the business. Obi any wo better business customer biase. But if we understand, say, see, and from those of you who are part of the Money Up community, by now, say, it is very, very important, very, very critical that you respect every cent. Because sikana ye penana, sikana ye benyano, and ye boom say if you surubi na babeto no. It is the gradual one na ye see na nienya. Na say a 1 cent, na ye 2 cedis, na ye 100, and a bay a million na. Why are you na wo saki nipa ba ko na odi 100 neighbor no? If you understand the principle of multiplicity, say ba ko na be multiply na ba ko so somebody multiplier, umma ba ko kra enko. But because we don't understand that, and it would be so one of the things I may notice in Ghana and they say, oh shasi no ye once ikaka kra started by you. That is why we don't have second generational businesses in Ghana. Ono be shasi but one think beam. One to business and beam. My business a few years. Maybe says na journey been na yes, because that person no onyes kakakra de sebio ombu customers na enam wo mo so na onya business no ombu omo biem. And this even happens in the church. As and when church is starting, yes, you what the money you will see over tinsem. Same way with the business. And when the business is small, you will send your to customers. Once watching will be out on them. Obako na million emunanim. Obako na antiakosia ayenim some way be just because wato small car be. Hey, customer service is key and do it with speed. That is the first principle. The second principle, accuracy. Accuracy, here. See, in this one, I'm talking about those who provide services. So, who provide this service? You need to be sure that idea will provide a correct one. And this happens in certain sectors that requires, a certain level of excellence, a certain level of accuracy. You're going to say, for example, let me take the pharmaceuticals. Say, doctor prescribe a drama. Na wasa ukoko to edru na se bi onipo gina hono se ase onima se onim na okofa wrong edruma, what will happen to you? So there are certain industries they require a lot of accuracy. The second principle of customer service is accuracy. Me say me to milk, me to this particular milk, wakofa another milk amame. Me de baba can so many asem and I would if you animal and at the end. Look at the end goal. What are you trying to achieve in the end? If you're trying to achieve, say, you're making wealth, you're leaving a legacy for generations to come, you will not be making that kind of, noise. especially when you were not accurate with adia me ba asem beton. Let me give you a clear example. There was a lady I went to, me bought, the franchise needing. It was a food retail, yokoto ejiane. And then she ordered number 3. Number 3 no buy, na it wasn't what she saw on the board. When him say, me say that day eka say, nka meje ntokwa na afa wo ho no na me say, mami nye di na me nko me baby. I mean, later I regretted not talking about it because na me buefu. She ordered a 3, and that's the 3 on the board. 3 in the buy, Oji aduane no kokotena ka mu anu hu say it's not commodity, so she wanted to start eating. No, say no, that wasn't what you or the buy possible me for 3. You say 3 into but the picture says it is ABC. Into no na me 3 na me hu ye na. Do you know say still the manager ni fee ni back office, and that's the other thing. The managers are in the back office instead of being in front to be able to see and guide more ye juma to make sure say they are treating customers well. Krom hankwa na obekona manager no ote office or the whole day ote office instead of being in the front and making sure so providers our guidance now the sales staff need or we ho or buy or no so doubting a customer na can na me say how are you doubting what the customer is saying and you are rather siding with sales without trying to understand your customer na can. So these are some of the things. Be accurate ade a wo ye no na se we ni wo ho a na say you are focusing on it, definitely you'll be accurate. Omo ye ne beja basa and no na obakwa wrong item. I'm a customer. Now we so we blame customer. No? If you want to begin to build that wealth, take your customers seriously. Omo na wunye sika no. And then so like I'm saying, I'll hammer it until I finish the show. Sikano and why you ding. It is difficult for us to get a cent. Yet the cent ne brewa, respect it and put some urgency on whatever it is that we came there to do. Neja wonaina wo chichu nas. Me say sometimes the business they belong to people ametiase. The business they to me ya ye dia ni etwitine like when so like what really is this? But let me tell you, I believe say everything one tiasia na we na basa or what tiasia you make a change. So I believe so from Ochina there'll be a lot of changes in our businesses. Now, the other thing that is very, very critical, the other principle of customer service is transparency. A ban of transparency, yemu bebre, ye tosini. And I'll use some of the, sometimes the financial institutions, the insurance. Let me put all the financial institutions in one, or some institutions, that deals with money and contracts and we fine print the yani yen kitting. And you're explaining, so as you're explaining fast in a way, say, mentiasi. In a way, like I say, you're fast, and I skip it, so that you don't understand, especially insurance. To miss skipping, maybe and I fast. Na mentiasi. Ne I say, but I mean, says it was in the fine print. Transparency is key. Make sure all the gray areas have been covered. Make sure, say, obiba o business anymore. Atia was so who know about the product in your manner. Let me give you an example. Today I was buying a shoe from one lady. Now the buying or the first thing she did was also listen. Maybe na me who say crack biwo so no a shoe na see. So I'm asking you, would you still buy it? And I say, so ne dear. Na shoe ni fair. No say anu kwa na aka. Until she wanted to be open with me so that me talk. Na say it doesn't go the way at least I bought it knowing said there was a crack. You understand? So these are some of the things. What on dear, when we say bofrot no adiache so, why don't you reduce it a little bit and let people know say we no adiache so nti we ne ebia metoni say anasa dokono enura nsuo toye nti no and na adiache so kakra ba oh me it should be fine but my woman and nice nti na there be dokona adiache so 3 days or 4 days no ene yede ma yensi yendi dokono bofrot na adiache so 3 or 4 days no ene yede ma yen si yendi. That is not transparency. That is so unfair. Meanwhile, say you senka wo and obidi ye wa, you'll be upset. When ninje. So would nim so wo to bufo to fresh. Me say, ye di be ye me anapo me bufu efu ye. Me say me to bufo. But me buti so bufo ti de. Aye 4 days. It had then on kan chem so auntie we de ye 4 days de and I say we de ade ache so ntino we no me ton instead of 2 cedis me de ma 1.5. Is that not fair? That is fair. My imagine say me do sa junction so near me de by juma pa me de akodi ne chira napa. So you see, transparency is very key in your business. Opese clients ekoso aba wa. Let them know say ene aduane de nso ton no ano. Mentumi anton ni nyina. Ti ene de na ti say ana ti say. E bia na wo customer ondi aduane ade ache so. And as it upsets their stomach. And as ade na ade che so it becomes more sour into any wo body and mo blood enje. Be transparent to your customer. They will rather respect you. Adia na catch them, let them know that ade way the button kenate into member of this particular discount. It is fair for you to do that. Because put yourself in the shoes of the person our product. Put yourself in the shoes of that person. All right. If you just tuned in, the Money Hub with Cassandra, Mijidi said you'll be asking, Nadina, Cassandra, yes, I'm talking about customer service because customer service, the last two principles I will share with you on customer principle are friendliness. Obianka se kujina baby nefa nene wo customers and share with secrets. That's not what I'm talking about. But be friendly. Smile. Every time we won't be smiling. And you'll be nice smiling. And every day be smile. That's not what I'm talking about. But when the job requires that you smile. And it won't take anything away from you. Obinka se koko smiley too much. Just give the enough smile for you to be able to get that money that you want. And I'm a boy. Yes, of course. And to make sure, so from tomorrow, you apply some of the principles of customer service. Me, I would say apply them all. Be urgent, add speed, accuracy, transparency, be friendly, and most importantly, be efficient. Now, every time Meka say, would this speed about customer? Now, we're explaining BBI in terms of transparency, accuracy. You are consistent. BBI, now in the end, you are not efficient. Work done is zero. As someone who is customer oriented, and our business, our person we are customer oriented, make sure that you are efficient. In the end, dear na customer ne ba so babeye. Make sure that the customer gets what they want from it. It's about the customer. Business away, wanya ma ho. Na wo so ya na pa wa we di udoko nyina, wa we di wachinya. It doesn't happen that way. Wo ton amobi. So nipa wo ton ma no, consider the person's thoughts, consider the person's feedback. Okasa nchi wo mu a, consider it. Be so before for no no we ka se nchi wo so taste na hwe. We ka say ade ase ebu kakra mpacho taste na hwe. We ka say your service ase enye adwuma pacho check na hwe. All these things are very, very critical. But in the end, be efficient. Sentos no beto ya manintos. Don't give the person something else. Ade obas obeye wo hono. Ensure that the person gets it. Because that is one of the ways that we lose customers. Me base me beye A. Me do if you want me B. Me base me beye C. You provided D. Me complain in woman buefu. Another time, I'll come back and give you how to handle customer complaints. But these are trainings that I have started, rendering for corporates and for anybody. Or person will train either your sales staff, or person will train your front desk, officers, or person will train executives in your office, and OBPR or dealing with customers that you want to upgrade their service or their knowledge on customer service and how to handle customer complaints. Give me a call, and my team and I will put together from activities to to workbooks to my kind of training are very, very practical. So everything that will help them to now be able to practicalize their customer experience is what I will bring on board. Number of me from also is 020-704-2140. Number Nibium 020-704-2140. And that is for all your corporate training. Or your sales staff or the new staff about. You need to equip them with customer service, customer excellence, training, and habits. I always say, so these are habits we need to imbibe. And you be one day no call, but it has to become a part of you. If treating your customer well becomes a part of you, there is no way that your customer will not be happy and they will keep coming. So the more they come, the more they have money. I hope so you have learned something. The people that you're with, from your colleagues to customers that are going to come, make sure that you treat them very well. At least begin to practice it one by one. In no time, it becomes a part of you. Employ some of the things I have taught in there. It will surprise you Say omo na omo ja wo shop background wo mo be think say eh and say Cassandra okon shop the way be treat you the way what say the way be treat tinim the way be wow the way you know we all want to be loved. Love us na yenyi sika no more. All right, this has been the Money Hub with me, Cassandra. I hope say we see dear pa.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.